Hello, it's me again. And we're on the next installments of Genesis 19 and the King James Version. And it looks like we're started out last chapter where Abraham was visited by three angels, and they're going over to Sodom and Gomorrah and probably destroy it. But I think it's going to be a little change of events, so we're going to be coming across a lot, a righteous person in Sodom. And so uh, see what happens when he meets Lot. The angels meet Lots. So it's going to be in 5 different parts this time. Let's go. Lot welcomes the angels. Lot flees to Zorah, and the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. And Lot's wife looks back. I wonder what's going to happen with that. And Lot and his daughters. Okay, let's go ahead and dive right in and get going. And there were 2 angels to Sodom at evening, and Lot said in the gate of Sodom. Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground, and he said, Behold, my Lord turns in. I pray you into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and you shall rise up early, and go on your way. And they said, Nay, but we will abide in the streets all night. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in upon him, and entered in his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat, but leavened bread, and they did eat. But behold, they laid down the men of the city, even in the men of Sodom, compressed the house round, both old and young, all the men from every quarter, and they called upon Lot, and said upon him, There are men which came in to thee this night, bring them out upon this, that we may know them. And Lot went out to the door, and said upon them, Shut the door after him, and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. And behold, now I have 2 daughters which have not known men. Let me, I pray you, bring them upon you, and you do them as is good in your eyes. Only upon these men do nothing. For therefore came they upon the shadows of my roof. And they said, Stand back. And they said again, that one fellow came into sojourning, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them. And they pressed sores upon the man. Even Lots came near to break the door. But the men put forth their hand, and pulled Lot in the house to them, and shut to the door. And they smote the men that with the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, and that they wearied themselves to find the door. And the men said to Lot, Hasten thy any besides son-in-law, and thy sons and thy daughters, and whatever thou hast in the house, bring them out of this place, for we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxed and greater before the face of the Lord. And the Lord hath sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake upon his son-in-laws, which married his daughters, and said, You get up out of this place, for the Lord will destroy the city. But he seemed as one that mocked upon his son-in-laws. And when the morning rose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou shalt consumed in the inquiry of the city while he lingered, the men laid upon his hand and upon the hand of his wife and upon the hand of the $2. The Lord being merciful upon him, they brought him forth and set him without the city. And it came to pass, when they brought them forth abroad, he said, Escape for thy life, look not behind thee. Should you shall thee in the plain escape to the mountains, lest thou should be consumed. And the Lot said upon thee, Not so, my Lord. Behold, only thy servant has found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed upon me in saving my life. I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me and I die. Behold, now the city is near to flee upon, and it is little one. Oh, let me escape there. It is not a little one, and my soul shall live. And he said, I shall have accepted thee the things also, that I will not overthrow this city, for which has spoken has they either escaped, for I come to do any thy be come thither. Therefore the name of the city was called Zorah. The sun rose up upon the earth, and Lot near into Zorah. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. Then the Lord raised upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. He overthrew those cities and all the plains and all the inhabitants of the city that grew upon the ground. Lot, but his wife looked back behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. And Adam gathered up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Lord, and he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah and toward all the lands, where the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. It came to pass, when God destroyed the cities of the plains, God remembered Abram and set Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, which he overthrew the cities, and Lot dwelt. And Lot went up into Zoar and dwelt in the mountains, and his $2 with him, for he feared to dwell in Zoar, for he dwelt in a cave, he and his $2. The firstborn said upon the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come upon the manner of all the earth. Come, let's make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve our father. And they made their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went in and laid with the father, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she rose. It came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said upon the younger, Behold, I am yesternight with my father. I will make him drink wine this night also. Go forth, lie with him, that we preserve our seed of our father. And they make their father drink wine that night. And the younger rose and laid with him, and perceived not to lay down, nor did she arose. This when both the daughters of Lot with their child with child by the father. The firstborn bare a son, and he named Moab. And the same is the father of the Moabites upon this day. The younger she was bare a son. This is named Behemoth, and the same father of Anoi upon this day. Well, this just as 19. Looks like there was a little judgment called on Sodom and Gomorrah. So that's all. If you guys got any questions or comments, please put in the comment box, and we can figure out this together. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.